Did you ever meet Hogan?
Nope.
Never had any contact with him.
Lives an hour from me. Never have. When we were working, you know, he was up north, I was down south. I did some stuff up north. He was down here again. Closest I came was, you know, I do conventions now. And I did one a couple of years ago in New York with Jimmy Hart, a big event. Now, he was right across the aisle from me. I mean, directly across the aisle. So I know he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. So it died down and I says, I'm going to do it. So I walked across the aisle, shook his hand, said, Jimmy, could I have a picture with you, please? You know, like a little kid.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you know Jimmy Hart, he's like a hamster on crack.
Yeah.
He's always 80 years old and he's crazy like that.
Yeah.
So again, I thanked him. You know, I said, you know, thank you so much. I was a little bit nervous because I know your relationship with Hogan. You know, he's got business interests with Hogan outside of wrestling.
Right.
So he said, hey, no, brother, no problem. He said, you know, not that you're the topic of conversation, but your name has come up in our conversations once in a while. And he said, you know, you've never done anything to bring a dark light to the Hogan name. I mean, when he went NWO, I was just doing the independent stuff. You know, I did the black and white heel stuff too. When he came back, WCW, back to the red and yellow, I did too. So I followed his lead, never saying I was related to him or anything else. It just happened, okay? I wore turquoise trunks, boots, black velvet robe. Which, as we get into, I got a figure coming out with me in the black velvet robe, turquoise lining and everything. Okay, so anyway,
we'll get there.
That was old school. I got that. That's how I did my whole career up until this big event, New York, or the vendor said, "Hey, do you do any of the Hulk Hogan stuff?" I said, well, "No," I said, "But I can." You know, it's like when you're looking for a job. Can you do this? Sure, I can, but you'll learn real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a buddy, luckily, who owns a print shop. So I said, "This is what I need," and I just get red shirts, yellow shirts with Hulkamania, but I got Randomania instead. Okay. And then it just evolved. I had royal blue ones made, and then I had instead of NWO, I had HWO, you know, Hogan's World Order on it. And so that's what I took, and I wore up there when I saw Jimmy. So Jimmy said, "Anyways, you've never done anything to you know, tarnish the name or whatever else." He said, "We love it. I love the gimmick clothes." He says, "You go right on, brother." So to me, that was an affirmation from Hogan, you know, because that's as close as it got. So one day, though, I'm going to go. I was talking to Mario Mancini a couple of weeks ago, who's good friends with Hogan, lives up there by you somewhere. And he says, "I'm coming down. When I come down," he says, "we're going to Hogan's hangout, okay, his bar and his restaurant and stuff, to meet him." So it's going to be a scary day for me. But to answer your question shortly, never met him. Look forward to it now.
Nice. Let's talk about your upcoming figure.
My figure, brother. Well, like I said, my whole career, I wore turquoise boots, pads, trunks, black velvet sequin robe with lined with turquoise. My whole career. So I get a call not too long ago, Shane Martin, and he says, "You know, I'm doing these figures. Now, you know, there's always somebody trying to make a buck off you."
Right.
So I'm very, very, very hesitant. "Well, you know, I'm doing Reno Riggins and I do this and I'm just doing enhancement, guys." And I said, "Well, that's really nice because nobody pays attention to us enhancement guys." Right. So he, you know, we talked back and forth and stuff, and I think, yeah, this guy's just bullshitting me, whatever, you know. And then he'd contact me every day, every other day. "Oh, we're doing this, I'm getting this, and the graphic doing this and doing that," and sent me this like picture that didn't look real right, you know. So I said, "Well, can you do this, 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 and this?" And he did. And he sent it back to me, and it's got the RH up here on the collar, and it's got the the robe in that. It's got the turquoise, which it didn't have before. So it's in production now. I'm not sure when it's going to be out. He's taking pre-orders right now. I'm assuming it's going to be out about the 1st of June. But it's just to me, it's about 5 inches tall. It's hand painted. Uh-oh.
Brother, Randy Mania is running
What are you doing,
wild.
brother?
The whole room's falling apart. Oh man, we're keeping that in.
Wow. That was scary there.
Oh man.
I got beat up by most of those guys.
Yeah, me too. It might happen again, but we'll leave it up. The pre-sale is until March 21st. That's when the pre-sale is until for the figure. March 21st is
Okay.
You have until then to order.
Go ahead. You know more than I do, brother.
Yes, you can go to. Let me take it from here, Randy. You can go to Insane Shane's World on Facebook. That's the Facebook group. Make sure you join it. You'll have all the information on all the figures. Insane Shane's World. If you want to order the figure, it's Sham the Man. That's SHAMTHEMAN 73 @gmail.com. So again, go to the Facebook, join Insane Shane's World group. All the figures coming out, all the information. And the email address again is Sham the Man, SHAMTHEMAN, the number 7, the number 3 @gmail.com to order your Randy Hogan figure. Pre-orders until March 21st. How'd I do?
That was good, man. I bet you cut a hell of a promo back in the day, huh?